Welcome back, everyone. Again, as a reminder, please remain on mute for the duration of the presentation. If there's time for questions, that will be your time to either come off mute. More than likely, though, just please put your questions in the chat and we will try to get those answered as quickly as possible. The extra credit form will be provided at the end of the event. And you can register your questions again in the chat. I want to take the moment now to introduce our next speaker, and I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Adelina Noriega is an IT project manager with over 14 years of experience leading digital transformation initiatives in education, government, and finance. She holds a PMP and an RPA program manager certifications, and her doctoral research explores hybrid project management methodologies to improve software as a service implementation outcomes in higher education institutions. So without further ado.
Thank you. Hello to all. Good night. As you heard, my name is Adelina Noriega. I'm pursuing a DBA with concentration in information technology. So the title of my presentation, as you can see, is the SaaS Success in Higher Education, a hybrid approach to project management. So this study explores how university can improve their software implementation projects by using hybrid project management approach. It's a mix of agile and waterfall method. And this topic is important because many colleges are moving to cloud-based system and project results often depends on how the work is managed. In this presentation, I will talk about 6 main parts. The research objective and question, which describe the main goals of my study and what I aim to discover. The background and context, explaining why this topic matters in higher education. The third one is going to be methodology and design, showing how the research was done. Data collection and analysis, describing the type of data used and how it was studied. Expected results, presenting what I expect to find. Conclusion and question, where I will summarize the key ideas and answer your question, of course. This main goal of my research is to understand how hybrid project management impacts the success of SaaS. SaaS, remember that it is software as a service implementation in higher education. Today, many universities are adopting SaaS solutions to enhance their operation. However, not all projects finish on time, within budget, or with satisfied user. And this story explores if hybrid project management can help solve these challenges. The research answered 3 main questions. What is the relationship between hybrid project management and SaaS success? How do hybrid methods influence project timelines in higher education? And what is the impact of hybrid method on budget control and user satisfaction? These questions help identify whether the hybrid models truly leads to better outcomes in university technology projects. With that being said, let's talk about the background. In universities, technology projects can be very, very complex. They often involve multiple departments, long approval processes, and many users. The problem is that we don't have a clear understanding of how hybrid project management method influence the success of SaaS implementation in these type of environments. There is also research gap. Most studies focus on hybrid method in business or private IT company, not in academic institution. We still need evidence about user satisfaction, budget control, and timeline performance in higher education settings. The relevance of this study is that it can help university use evidence-based management practices. With better project management, they can deliver technology solutions that really improve the efficiency, learning experiences, and even service quality for a student and a staff. This research will use a quantitative approach, which means I will analyze numerical data from real university projects. And the design will be correlational, focusing on finding relationships between how hybrid project management is applied and how successful the projects are. And then I will use a secondary data, which means information already collected from completed projects, such as project timeline, financial report, user satisfaction surveys, and document describing project management practices. The sample will include 25 to 30 universities in North America that used hybrid method in the SaaS implementations. The study will use descriptive statistic to describe the data, correlational analysis to see how strong relationships are, and regression analysis to predict which part of hybrid management affect project outcomes the most. So we are trying here at the same time that we gather, we're going to analyze and predict what is coming. Get the data is not going to be easy. We have to do a lot of research. We have to knock a lot of doors. Um, I have already experienced with SaaS implementation. I know a few universities in the United States. I have some contact. So when you are going to do a research, you need to knowledge the fields. You need to know someone that is going to help you to get all of this data that is going to be critical in order to answer all your questions. And because of that, for data collection, I will review documentation from completed SaaS projects, including those project timelines that I mentioned, showing planned versus actual completion dates. I'm going to also work on financial reports. I need to compare the planned and the real budget. Also, the user satisfaction surveys using the 5-point scale and methodology documents identifying hybrid practices like sprints or phase gates, because not all the hybrid methodology are the same. And for data analysis, I will apply the descriptive statistic to calculate average and variation. Correlational to measure the strength between variables, and of course the regression analysis in order to predict how hybrid methods influence success metrics. Those are the main things that we need to focus. So together, these steps will help identify which hybrid project elements truly improve the results in SaaS implementations. Another thing that we need to work on it is the expected results. Based on prior research and professional experience, I expected the following: implementation success, a strong positive relation between hybrid management and overall SaaS success. Regarding timeline performance, project is using hybrid method may finish 15 to 25% faster by combining agile sprint cycles with structured waterfall phases. For those that are here in this presentation, you might hear waterfall. Waterfall is the traditional project management that we start with gathering the requirements, doing the analysis, the design, the development, the testing, demo, and then deploy the product per se. But when we are talking about hybrid, meanwhile we gather the requirements and we are doing the analysis. As soon as we start with the development, we are going to deliver every time in different sprints. A sprint can be 2 weeks, can be 3 or 4 weeks. Depends how you're going to implement it internally in your institutions. So those are the things. Budget control is another thing that I have. Higher project management may have better cost control, staying without 7% of planned budgets compared to pure agile or waterfall. And then we're going to have the user satisfaction feedback. In hybrid project management, may rate satisfaction score by 20 to 30%. So in conclusion, hybrid project management combines the discipline of waterfall with the adaptability of agile. And this combination makes stronger the model for management complex SaaS implementation in higher education. It's really going to help university deliver project more efficiently, control the cost, and improve satisfaction for both administrator and user. If confirmed by data, hybrid project management could become a best practice model for technology project in academics environment. And the final result will appear in my doctoral dissertation and future academic presentation. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions.
That's great. Thank you very much, Professor Noriega. We appreciate your time doing that. And yes, Mubari, definitely those clapped hands are well earned. So I think that we do have a question from Ahmed Abdallah. How do you see the role of AI in project management now, especially in a hybrid model?
Yes, we are using right now, even me, I'm using AI in my project management. We are using AI, for example, if you were in a meeting to gather the summary of the meeting, to have all the action items, that is helping us a lot. It's more to the administrative stuff that you have to do it. It's basically on that one. But when you're doing a planning, remember that AI is there, but we cannot trust 100% on AI.
Thank you. And then we have one from Deepthi. Oh, it just moved. Serene Jose. To what extent does a hybrid project management enhance user timeline adherence in higher education IT initiatives? And I'm happy to repeat that one if you like.
Okay, too long.
So, to what extent does hybrid project management enhance user timeline adherence in higher education IT initiatives?
Oh, yes, yes. There's this situation that the people think that hybrid doesn't have a timeline. Yes, we have a timeline. The project always have an end. And the thing is that internally we need to organize in order to provide all this PPD or the most value of the product right away. But we have a timeline. It's not a timeline that is going to be by a specific date, but it's a timeline that per sprint for every 2 weeks, we need to deliver something.
Awesome, thank you. And Shivani Jarivala asks, from a marketing perspective, what strategies have proven most effective in promoting SaaS adoption in the higher education sector?
Well, let me tell you something. It's cost benefit. When all institution or university as we are right now, they are trying, and any other institution or any other business, cost is the first thing that we normally see. SaaS products are more cost benefit than anyone in the market right now. And at the same time, every SaaS product, you're going to see that every time is going to have new features, new options that is going to benefit from the market. So you're going to be updated all the time. Enhancements are going to be part of the support. They are going to be free. The only thing that you have to pay is the support, but at the end, you're always going to have the final and the best version of the product, where all the universities are going to be beneficial on them, on those products.
Thank you. Sarab Samara is asking, are you using AI that's integrated in a PM software or is used externally and then integrated?
The only thing that I use in AI, for example, we are using Copilot in Microsoft Teams. That's the only way that we are using AI. There are tools like Smartsheets that they are trying to launch AI. And yes, that is coming. How to see it? Well, I haven't tried yet.
So we have two more questions. Abdul Basit Khan is asking, what are the biggest risks of over relying on hybrid models if flexibility ever becomes a weakness?
Well, the only thing that I can say is that for hybrid to really, really work is that the customer on the other side has to be focused, has to be active, has to participate. Because on the SaaS, we normally provide, this is the product. Is, for example, you have a car, this is your car, and you need to learn to drive it. I'm going to show you all the options, but it's on you. You are responsible to learn, to see what I'm showing you with examples. So it's basically the customer has 100% responsibility to learn in order to provide and have that satisfaction that we are expecting the customer to receive it at the end.
Thank you. Anil Vishwakarma, and Anil, please excuse me if I've just massacred your name here. What will be the damage or the consequences if we don't use the hybrid implementation? And what are the pros and cons of the hybrid project management?
Implication now is really optional. That depends on the institution to use waterfall or hybrid. If you want to see results right away, hybrid. If you want to make changes during your review, during your testing, hybrid. If you want to expect at the end of the project to see the product, it's going to be waterfall. What all the rest is basically that you are not able to see the product right there. You need to wait until the end to see the product. You cannot provide changes by seeing it, by testing. So that's the beauty of the hybrid. You can see the product, you can do some changes right there, and you don't have to wait until the end.
Thank you. And Dr. Cannon, I think we have time for one more question.
Sure, go ahead.
So this is from Aitan Batul Kaya. What policies or incentives do you think are necessary to increase adoption of hybrid PM tools?
Right now, the percent is really high. And the only way is, for example, in this type of research that is going to open the mind and show them, everybody, that the hybrid project management methodology is really working. But as any other tool, that really depends on the project management and depends on the teams and depends on the client. Okay, so the beauty of this hybrid project management is a teamwork. It's not only from one side, both have to work on it. The team, the vendor, and the customer.
So Aha, somebody's jumping in here. Fardeen Farish Qureshi, how does the adaptability of HPM contribute to user satisfaction and system adoption in higher education environments?
Oh, very good. I have doing implementation of SaaS in university, and the majority of all my clients that I'm doing the implementation, we have our weekly meetings. And in those weekly meetings, we always trying to get a feedback, right? And
Anna,
we can.
çözsem ng question. An,
Asmik, could you mute
is
your
like a Muslim
microphone,
Mustafa.
please? Thank you. Sorry, Professor Noriega, go ahead.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do it is that in order to promote satisfaction is that we need to hear the customer every time. Listening, what is the feedback your team has, any concerns. Those are the kind of thing that is going to help us to increase the satisfaction for the customer. And when we accept changes, opinions, is are all those tasks that you are adding to the plan that is going to be part of the hybrid is going to enrich the satisfaction of the customer. Is you need to hear the voice, they need to be part of, they need to see the product every 2 weeks. Let me see the results. I think we need to change that. And when you are hearing the client, he's going to feel important.